Hi, my name is Marcia, and before the month of May finishes, I wanted to share a couple of things since it is Mental Awareness Month. A couple of years ago, I was working as a flight attendant, and I suffered some severe injuries from an incident that happened on the aircraft. And I had to come back home, undergo a lot of treatments, and et cetera, MRIs and all that sort of things. And one of the things that started happening too, I was waking up in the middle of the night with my heart racing, gasping for air, having horrible nightmares from things from my past and present and the whole aircraft thing. And I was like, what is going on, and reliving a lot of things that I had gone through before. And so I went to a counselor and I was sharing this with her, and she said, oh, you have PTSD. And I was like, wow, really? I thought only people that had gone off to war and came back, they're the ones that had PTSD. It's like, no, people that have suffered or have undergone any sort of traumatic event can develop PTSD. So I was like, wow. So I started having treatments for that too, and undergoing a lot of things. And one of the things I did when I came back home too is go back to my church, and I realized, I had, had been living my own life without God and just doing my own thing and like putting him in a little box. And then when I needed God, I, take him out of the box and, kind of like, telling God what to do in my life. And, that's not the right thing. And, God wants us to have a happy life. And, our choices is what, creates the mess sometimes, because God gives us free will to choose to do whatever we want. He didn't make robots, he made humans. And so when I've chosen to do my own thing, there's always something that has gone wrong. And anyway, years ago, I questioned God, why did you allow this? Why did you allow that? As so many people do, when tragedy happens and earthquakes and children being, raped and this and that. And, we ask, oh, why they got to allow that? And again, God allows us to live our lives the way we want to live. But he loves us and he wants the best for us. And so when I was asking all those why, and I was just like so frustrated until one day I ran into someone that was going through the similar things that I had gone through years ago. And that was the first time I learned, I was asking the wrong question to God. Instead of asking why, I should have been asking what for, because everything that happens in our life is for a reason. And so you can sympathize all you want with someone that's going through something very traumatic, but until you have actually gone through that same thing, you can't fully understand and, support and help that person. So I've learned a lot of things since I've come home, and kind of grateful actually sometimes, not for the injuries so far so much, but, just for God putting me back in that, that right track with him. And, if you don't have a relationship with, God, I encourage you to do that, and it's not about religion. It's about a true relationship with God, putting him first in your life and just allowing him to give you that peace of mind that you need. I was so stressed out about, what am I going to do now? What's going to become of me, my future, this and that. And I was like, going crazy, and God just gave me such a peace of mind and comfort that, I'm not worried anymore. It's in his control. It's in his hands. And he knows what's best for me, because I've had some bad choices, some poor decisions in my life in the past. And, I'm finally realizing that, after all these years. And I just want to encourage you, if you're going through something today, that you put him first in your life, and you'll see the changes that, at least you're going to have such a joy and peace that you never had before. So I pray for you, and I just want God to bless your life. And thank you for listening. Bye-bye now.